Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a THORnews fundraiser bonus day blast. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Only got $746 left to raise today. So if you'd like to contribute to keep THORnews up and running, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, here we go. All right, we are starting out the day at Sci-Fi Wire with the Phil Plate, the bad astronomer, talking about bad astronomy and ancient star, ancient planets, ancient life? Question mark. Well, ... Compared to our usual human notion of time, the Earth is old. What? Okay. 4.5 billion years, give or take a few dozen million. The sun formed a tad bit earlier and is about 4.6 billion years old. Okay, I'd like to take a minute to say this is a subject that perturbs me because I don't think we know how old the Earth is. I don't think we know how old the sun is. But I think people like to think that they know. What if it was here forever? Anyway, I'm just saying, I don't know. It's just weird that like everybody agrees exactly how old the universe is because like they carbon dated stuff. All right, we know of stars older than ours though. Do they have planets too? Question mark. Hey, I wonder when planets first came around. Yes, ancient stars apparently do have ancient planets. And a new planetary system just found is incredibly ancient, likely over twice as old as ours. The existence of planets is surprising and has all sorts of implications for science and the search for extraterrestrial life. Hey, what if extraterrestrial life is searching for us? What if extraterrestrial life has found us? All right, questions to ponder. This star is called Dwarf 561, and it's a K-dwarf, slightly smaller and cooler than the sun. Is that possible? I guess it is. But I'm sorry, I think the sun is like the coolest star out there, but I'm biased. Dwarf 561 is 280 light years away. That makes it close on a galactic scale. Oh. Take a look at these punctual pixels. I was searching for a word, but I couldn't find it. That's it. There you go. They put in the arrow. That arrow is not floating in outer space. The ancient with the star with planet was observed by TESS, the transiting exoplanet survey satellite, and found to have 3 planets. TESS observations using the transit method give the sizes of the planet and follow-up observations from ground-based observatories, using the reflex velocity method to give the masses what they need. Those together give the densities of the planets, which allow us to make educated guesses at their compositions. So go ahead, at home, take your own educated guesses at what the planets are made of. Phil wants you to know these planets are odd. The innermost Dwarf 561b is a super-Earth about 1.5 times the diameter of Earth and 3 times our mass. Interestingly, that gives it about the same density as Earth. So it may have a dense iron core and rocky outer layers, but Earth-like it is not. It has what's called an ultra-short period, orbiting the star in just under 11 hours. That's right, we're talking hours here. Its orbit puts it just about 1 million kilometers over the star's surface. Not much more than the size of the star itself. The star would literally fill half of the sky. That's crazy. That makes the planet exquisitely hot, with a surface temperature like 2,200 degrees Celsius or 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit. You're into that type of thing. That's hot enough to melt just about everything, really. If the outer layers are rocky, they're more lava than solid rock. Yeah, we really don't know a lot about, the other stars and planets out there. But we are learning, aren't we? I would like to think that there might be lava people and lava dogs and lava cats and lava birds on that planet. Because, nature finds a way. So does life and love. The second planet is about 3 times the diameter of Earth and 7 times its mass. giving it the density of our own Neptune, though it's half the size of the ice giant. Hey, speaking of ice giant, this morning Elon Musk was like, low-key Loki. I was like, oh, I knew February was going to be really, really rough for me up until the 20th, but I guess it's going to be weird too. Was it talking about? Oh yeah, ice giants that are hotter than Venus. Wait, is that possible? I guess so. It has an 11-day orbit, so we're talking about an ice giant planet that's hotter than Venus. Venus is pretty hot, let me tell you. The third planet is intermediate in size of the other two, about 2.3 times Earth's width. The mass isn't well established. The observations couldn't pin it down, but from what's seen, it may be low density and therefore a gas giant. It is too in a close orbit, taking 16 days to go around the star at a distance of 16 million kilometers. This is still much closer than Mercury is to the sun. You know what? Because you know how they say, like, we're hypotheticals here. They say, like, evolution happened on Earth, so we went from, like, an amoeba that crawled out of the ocean to, and then we eventually became human, from, like, monkeys to human. So I wonder if that's true, and then, like, if planets did the same evolution. So, like, the very first planets had, like, super duper primitive life that was even more primitive than what we think of Earth to be, if there are planetary systems that existed for billions of years before ours. Like, it took the universe a long time, the universe, aka God, to get it right or make improvements. Like, we may evolve and improve eventually over time. Asterisk, I don't know. The future, it's crazy. All right, so all three planets are very hot and unlikely in the extreme to be habitable. But the fact that they exist at all is remarkable. Why? Because the star is very old. I don't know, I guess he's assuming that if there was life, that it would be like Earth, and we would never really evolve as a they never would really evolve as a civilization, so they would have had atomic war, or World War III, or war of the crypto coins there by now or something, I guess. Hey, I know February is going to be rough, but I'm going to try and stay optimistic and chivalrous. Judging the age of a star can be difficult. Okie dokie. Yeah, because a lot of times they fib about their age. What? But TWI 561 is part of a population of stars called the thick disk. You spelled it wrong. It's THICC. The Milky Way galaxy is a flat spiral. That's what she said. With a disk of stars about 12000 light years across. There are actually two disks, with a thin one sandwiched inside of a thicker one. Hey, it's like a Oreo galaxy? That sounds cool. The thin one tends to have much younger stars, while the average age of stars in the thick disk being around 11 billion years. I'm trying real hard, Ringo, not to make any inappropriate jokes. Maybe that star should eat a sandwich. I was just kidding. Wait. Also, older stars tend to have less heavier elements in them. Are you saying that? No, scratch that joke. When the universe was young, it was entirely hydrogen and helium, and a supcon of lithium. Over time, stars created heavier elements in their cores, and when they died, expelled those into space. After billions of years, those heavier elements built up in gas clouds, which made the next generation of stars. There's always a next generation. So younger stars have more heavy elements in them. TWAT 561 is pretty low on those, and age estimates put it around 10 billion years old. That's twice the age of the sun. So yeah, old. Old is a weird word. But the weird thing is, less heavy elements, it was thought, makes it harder for a star to have planets, especially rocky metal ones, like Earth. There wasn't nearly as much of them back then. Yet, TWAT 561 sits with a planet as dense as Earth, meaning it has roughly the same constituents. Oh, they have voting there. I wonder if they have problems with elections. Or if, they're very civil. Current models of planet formation don't think this is impossible, just maybe harder than it is now. But models are one thing, and observations are another. The planets exist, So there we are. Okay, great. And if you've hung on this long, here comes the fun bit. Life on Earth arose not long after it cooled enough for liquid water to exist on its surface. Certainly just a few 100 million years after it formed. If life found a way to be here that rapidly, it implies life is common. I agree. At least simple life. Microbes and such. Intelligent life is far more rare. The argument for this is a bit complicated. Though I explained it in a fun post about the odds of intelligent aliens out there. I would say 100%. Part of it, though, depends on the age of the planet. And these planets are old. Have you guys got that point yet? Okay, great. In other words, the universe doesn't seem to have any problem making planets many billions of years older than Earth. The ones that we've seen orbiting TWI 561 are clearly not habitable. But there could be planets that are ones farther out that we haven't found yet. And there are billions of old stars like it in the galaxy. If life arose on any of those planets, it had a few billion years head start on us. If so, to coin a phrase, where are they? I'm not sure where are they is a coined phrase, Phil. All right, it's usually just a question. Maybe life only has a certain amount of time to be around due to the host star heating up. Maybe life itself is rarer than we think it may be. Maybe the idea of any intelligent life would naturally want to explore the galaxy is somehow wrong. Or wrong somehow. Maybe they destroy themselves. I used to think that unlikely, but these days, ... parentheses, period. Maybe. All right, buddy. I think this is a very important question to pursue. We're just now starting to get data to fill in some of the many blanks we have in the equation. Is there life out there? Is there intelligence out there? We seem to take one step forward and then scooch back a bit, but that's still progress. The more planets we find, the more likely we'll get answers. Oh, I feel ancient after reading that one. Thus concludes video 1 of today's bonus burst from THORnews fundraiser, whatever. If you guys would like to contribute to keep me up and running, and this life is a cliffhanger full of surprises, I got snail mail, a PayPal, a Venmo, a CashApp, a Patron. Do this all the time. I've only got $746 left to raise. But I got to say thank you, because I appreciate y'all, and no matter how long I'm around doing this, it was fun while it has lasted. Although I hope I get to keep going. But thank you very much, Alien Girl, Asteroid Fight Club, Sandra, Astonishers, Barbara, Thomas, Caleb, the Texas Angel, Alexis, Lauren, Richard, Barbara, Scott, Glenda, Arnica, Light Soul, Dan, Marlita, Lisa, Daryl, Brian, KJ, Max, Laura, Donald, Pete, Jose, and Ellie. You guys are awesome. And please, everybody, have a fantastic day. Peace out. God bless everyone.